Welcome to Short Nail Life. I am so excited. It is my birthday month and I'm just so excited for you guys to see these videos. So in today's video, we are doing this Ariel set and it is coming up right here. So since it's my birthday month, this whole month I am dedicating videos simply to basically cartoon nails, I guess you would say. That's what I feel like is most me. I love doing. And last year I did the same concept. I did a whole bunch of videos basically dedicated to me, but I did it in a different way. But this year I decided to do cartoon nail sets. So I had to pause the video right here to explain something super quickly. I am a 90s kid and I felt like that was a way of representing myself, as to make some of these character nails that I grew up seeing. And I just thought it would be something fun, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. I am trying, but if I don't make it, you will see regular content. And that's all I really wanted to say. Let's just jump back into the video. So these are all the products I'm using. The glitter I already put on the table was a blue-green glitter mix. That was a green glitter mix, a light green glitter mix. And this one is a chrome powder. So many products are going to be using this set. I have these forks. I got them from Shein. And that's something else I want to say. I have hauled every single thing I'm using today. These are some seashells I'm going to use, and there's some starfish in here, but I also have another thing that have the same exact starfish in them, but I don't know which one I used. I did use, show you both, but I'm using these seashells and of course the starfish right here. I have not hauled that, just in case anybody was wondering. I pulled that out of the stuff I'm supposed to haul, but it will be in a haul soon. Those are some caviar beads I'm going to use. And then these are some jelly colors. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain and the thunder. I did not know it was going to do this when I started my voiceover, but I'm trying to get through it. Hopefully you don't hear it. But that was, like I said, some jelly colors. I didn't end up using the green. And then here's another green glitter mix that I'm going to use. I actually ended up using this green glitter jelly color, the DF63, instead of the one on the table. And then I used this Savinsky, I think that's how you pronounce it, as the main color of the whole set. I also used this stamping plate, and you can see everything. And then also I'm going to use these Ariel stickers. So I also ended up using this white Beetles gel polish. And then I'm using another stamping plate, and this one's from Born Pretty. As you can see, it's 109, and it's the one that has the scale on it. But there's a bunch of plates with scales, so it really doesn't matter what kind you use. And then I want to use the Nicole Diary stamping polish. I'm also going to use these flakes because I messed up one of the nails at the end, and you'll see when I start using that one. So to start off, I'm going to polish all of the nails except the ring finger. And I did encapsulate the gel today. I did it because I knew I was going to have so many layers because of all of the things I wanted to do, that I felt like this would make it less bulky just to put the color inside the nail. But I still ended up putting it on top because I filed through the nail being heavy-handed, but we'll get to that later. So right now I'm creating the marble, as you can see, and I just make lines down this palette. I don't stir this or anything. I'm just going to leave these lines like as is, and they do spread out on their own because I let it sit for a minute unintentionally. So right here I'm just putting some base coat. My Blossom gel is kind of slow, so I thought the base coat would move a little bit quicker. I am super excited. I can't tell you how excited I am about these videos. But right now I'm just blotting off some of the excess polish with this lint-free wipe, which is not lint-free, but it didn't leave any lint on the nail today. So next I'm just going to encapsulate this nail because I'm going to use some glitter, and I don't want the glitter to get into the nails that aren't going to have glitter in them. So I went ahead and encapsulated these two nails, the pointer and the middle. And like I said, I am super excited for this month's video. This one is a request. Somebody did request Ariel, and she also requested Beauty and the Beast. I know exactly who requested it, but I'm not sure if she told me I could put her name in the video. But if she wants her name in the video, I'll put it in the Beauty and the Beast one, because I have not did the voiceover for it, but it is coming. And I also did the Mickey Mouse. I don't know who requested that one, but yeah, I did get a chance to do that. And if you request a video from this process that I'm doing now, just please be aware I will not be quick with it, but I will make the video eventually. But this took so long because I was waiting on a wheel that had some of the gold alloy pieces I wanted, but they never showed up. So I had to make do with what I had, which I'm kind of sad, because I feel like had that arrived, this set would have been so much better. But right now I'm just putting on whatever glitter I feel like goes where. And to answer the question of how I know where it goes, I have no clue. I'm gonna be honest and say I hated this nail, and the entire time I was doing it I was like, you know what, they say trust the process, just keep on going. They say trust the process. But I really wanted to wipe this off, honestly, but this really was a trust the process nail, and I'm so happy I did not wipe it off, because it turned out so beautiful, and it turned out exactly what I was envisioning. So I did cure that nail, and then I put more base coat on it because the glitter wasn't sticking. So I put more base coat on it after I cured it, and then this is going into that wet base coat. So I'm gonna put some base coat on this nail as well. And I didn't want to do the same thing I just did to that pinky, because I honestly didn't like it. But for this nail, I just decided to use that blue-green glitter mix. And I'm just putting it around the perimeter, because I'm going to cover the middle up for the most part. So I'm just putting some base coat on this nail, and I'm going to put the fork in. I do end up bending this fork so it lay a lot nicer. If you can see, that was before, and this is me after I bent it. I thought I was in frame when I was doing it, but unfortunately I wasn't. So I do play with that fork a little bit because I don't want to file through it. And I actually did end up filing it a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But it is sticking up a little bit in the final shots, but you can't see it. I think nobody would notice it unless I told you guys like I just did. But it turned out so pretty, and I'm so happy with it. And I normally wouldn't put that fork by the cuticle area, and I probably would have do it on my own nail, because I don't feel like that will cause lifting, because I don't think it was super thick. But you do need to be careful when you do something like that, because that area is supposed to be thin, and it will cause lifting if it's too thick. So I have now filed and buffed off camera, and as you can see, I filed through the nails. I filed through a couple of the designs. So what I'm going to do is actually add some of this flake glitter onto this nail. And I love what this did. This actually made me love the glitters that I did do, because it's a holographic, and I just love the way it reflected. And I chose to do this instead of going back in with the glitters I already did inside the nails, because this would lay a lot flatter and nicer without me having to put a thick top coat on top or anything to bulk it up, because I already knew I was going to do a bunch of layers. So right now I'm just going to repolish these nails, because as you saw, I did file through on the sides, which nobody probably would have seen, so I probably could have left it alone. But I wanted these perfect. I didn't want to half cut anything, so I did go ahead and I just reapplied the color. So now I'm just taking a little bit of my white gel polish and putting it on this palette. I do have some blue tap on this ring finger, just in case you were wondering where's that extra blue color from. It's some blue tap. So I'm just doing basically sponging on this white polish, so that when I put the Ariel sticker on there, it'll show up, because if I were to put it on without putting a layer on there, it would be see-through. And I did do 3 coats of that. And I also want to say, I would have normally put a matte top coat down under that. That's why it settled into the lines. It probably would have did a lot better had I put a coat on top of it, but I didn't want to bulk it out because it is thicker than I normally would go. matte top coat on the pointer, on the pinky. And I think I did matte on the pointer as well. And then I did gloss on the ring in the middle. So right now I'm just stamping on these scales. Only thing I didn't like about that is I wish that I had a more pigmented stamping polish, because I used the Nicole Diary. It's not as pigmented as I would have liked, but it worked, so I'm not going to complain. You can clearly see that they're scales. So I just put that chrome powder on that nail, and now I've decided I'm going to put the stickers on the ring finger. And I'm sorry if all of this is confusing because I'm jumping from nail to nail, but this is literally how my brain works. I try to go in order for these videos, like nail by nail, but my brain literally works of, oh, let's jump over here and do this. Oh, let's jump over here and do this. I do this in so many tasks, and I know it's annoying. So I'm sorry about that, but just bear with me. I'm just putting some no wipe top coat on the pointer because I decided I wanted to make that a bling nail instead of whatever I had going on in my head. So yeah, I do have some unnecessary top coats. Just ignore them. And the Little Mermaid nail looked kind of plain, so I decided to add in Flounder. And then I did actually last minute put a star up there because it still looked plain to me. But now I just stamped on that Ariel, and I decided I wanted to draw some water waves under it to match the stamp a little bit, because it felt like she was just sitting there in the nothingness. So I was trying to make it feel more a part of the actual design. And then I do go up into the stamp just a little bit and do a little lines up there as well. And I hope this makes sense, because I'm not sure if it came across correctly. So I'm going to adhere these charms with my top coat. I don't know why I decided to do that, but they're just some alloy pieces, and I will go back over and top coat them again. So I played with this setting a little bit, so I did move things around to make it work. And this is probably not the best way you could have did it. Like I said, I was waiting for my alloy to get here because it had a turtle and stuff like that, and I really wanted to use those. And I just kind of used what I had, which they were kind of chunky and big and really didn't go too well, but I still like the way it turned out. I just wished I did get the stuff I've been waiting for. But right now I'm top coating everything because everything is dry. The stamping polish is dry. I did wait and let that dry on its own because I didn't want it to smear. So it's time for reveal, and this is what I came up with. I love these so much. I'm so happy with the way they turned out. As I told you guys, that pinky turned out so well. I really was scared because I was like, you know what, trust the process. But it turned out so good, and I'm so happy it did. And I'm just trying to show you that that's kind of messing with the color, so I'm gonna take it out. And that's how I cracked it. I tried to fix it, but these tips I use on the inside are kind of weak. I'm going to change them eventually, but I have so many of them. But yeah, this turned out so good. I am so excited. And like I said before, stay on the lookout. I have so many more character nails coming out, which I'm kind of nervous about because I know people don't like these. I make new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Bye.